Hey folks, welcome to the TV show here on SourceFedNERD. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Sam Basher.
I'm Reina Scully.
I'm Guru Lahima.
Yes, and we're talking about Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 6, The Battle of Zaofu.
He was an airbender.
And now we know how to spell Zaofu.
Yes.
It's important.
It's important to know how to spell Zaofu. Disappointed that it wasn't an actual battle, but a lot of good
What do you
stuff in this
guys mean?
episode.
You keep saying it wasn't a battle.
Because I was
Because you say
expecting
battle.
like an invasion.
With an army.
yeah,
And another
it wasn't.
army to counter that.
An
That
invasion
would have
is
been
not
a
a battle. There's
a battle is like Korra versus an entire army of freaking
Or
metal
Zaofu.
benders.
fought a battle of emotions with herself
And lost.
and lost.
and lost.
That's
again.
what's sad.
I thought she was gonna win. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually,
But that reveal, though.
Interesting.
it's true.
Yeah.
In fact, we were not the only ones that were mildly disappointed in that fight. Justin Jackson at Malik the Prophet goes, one of the most disappointing fights ever, but part of me is glad that Korra isn't perfect.
She hasn't fought anything for 3 years.
Yeah.
And she's been, like,
Yeah, she has.
mentally unstable.
She's been lost.
She's
She
been losing
did some
for 3
training.
years.
She'd been doing some training and kept losing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
she still had the poison inside of her. She still had the mercury inside of her when she was fighting those, what was it, Earthbenders?
Firebender. When?
No.
Oh, the bandits?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's...
Sad.
Yeah.
You think at her peak, do you think she would have beat Kuvira?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes!
But Kuvira is the peak. The peakest of the peaks.
I kept wondering.
She's awesome.
I kept wondering throughout, why doesn't Korra just bend the metal on Kuvira?
Yeah, we were all thinking
Choke
the same
her out
thing.
with that metal collar.
But earlier, in the season previous to this, we found out that Korra just learned how to metal bend, and she could barely do it.
Right.
Like, she bent the, not meteorites, but like, she bent the thing that Kuvira was actually messing with.
Yeah.
Earlier in the
But
episode.
no, but if you watch it again, like they did a training thing later, and she was great with it. She picked it up really
Oh,
fast.
actually, yeah, you're right,
That was
she
the
did.
joke, is that she picked it up really fast, and Bolin couldn't even do it.
Oh, you're right. She was able to metal
But
bend.
she's
you're
nowhere
right.
near as skilled at it as Kuvira.
That's
There's
true.
that callback.
But she's the Avatar.
Yeah, but she's kind of a shitty one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now she is.
I just remembered. Since we're just talking about anything right now, do you remember when Bolin was in the prison and they left on his outfit?
Yeah.
I was like, why doesn't he just metal bend? But he can't.
He can't metal bend.
Can't metal bend.
He can't metal bend, and there's no just earth in there to lava bend.
Yeah,
so
that's
he was
true.
stuck.
He was stuck.
So he was legit trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad. Let's summarize the.
When
actual
Bae
story.
finds out that lava bending is useless,
Not useless.
in that situation it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do a quick synopsis of it. There was a couple cool storylines. The main one was Korra was trying to save Su Yin, and more just Zaofu from being invaded and trying to still deal with things peacefully. But Su Yin kind of messed that up and got herself captured and her sons.
Right.
So now this is a confrontation between Korra and Kuvira to try to save Zaofu. And while at the same time we have Varric and Bolin on a train and they're prisoners and they're working on the Spirit Vine project. And that was one of the coolest scenes. One of the most awesome characters of this show is Varric, and before he was just annoying.
Yes, that's true.
Not annoying. He's interesting, but he became annoying near the end.
Yeah.
But this was like, oh shit.
Right.
He's a capable motherfucker.
Before he was simply eccentric, now he's useful, and the character development was definitely prominent in this. Also, though, but one thing about Varric that I didn't enjoy is that he was really ready to off himself and Bolin. He's like, screw it then, bye, let's just explode and die.
Well,
But
when you
he had a
lose
conscience.
when you lose your day ones, when
Yes.
you lose your Julie,
Oh, if I lost Julie, I would kill myself too.
if I lost my Julie,
Am I usually?
yes, do the
kinda-
thing.
That was a funny joke, by the way.
That wasn't
Do the thing.
He's like, what's the thing?
What's the
Give me the
thing?
screwdriver.
Julie I never had to explain to Julie.
What
She
the
always just
thing
did the
was.
thing.
She just always did the thing. She just knew.
Why'd you make a timer and a remote? Like, well, I made the timer and then I made
Yeah.
the remote in case, but then I already had the timer.
Oh,
So I realized I didn't need this.
That was
his
great
jokes in this
writing.
episode were spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I completely missed this last time, and I made the point after we recorded last week's episode, but when the Spirit Vine gun went off, it was like, oh, that sound is really familiar. Oh, it looks really familiar too. And then they made a real big point of it in this episode that that's Vatu's energy, because Vatu and Unalog fused, and they had like the ray thing that
That
came out of the
noise.
chest, that noise, and then Vatu's the one who made the vines, like they're spirits vines now, but like he is the one that introduced them, so that's why that energy was the same. So it's probably there's something very, very, very evil about it.
Beautiful.
And then they made points about it in this episode.
Yeah, they even said, was it Varric?
Eagle Eye.
Yeah,
and an ear.
yeah, that was the one. I got really proud when I figured that out.
Yeah, that was exciting.
For a kid show. Varric was like, oh, when the Unalaq monster made these, like, and he
called
saved
him
me the
Unalaq
one time.
monster.
Yeah.
He didn't he?
Yeah, that was
Monster.
excellent. Yeah.
I mean, well, he is, but doesn't that mean that Rava is also a monster?
Rava is the
But it's
spirit of light.
Like in anime, like they call things kaijus. Like just because you're
like demon.
Just because you're, everything is okay.
Yeah, everything
He's
is
a monster.
kaiju.
He was a kaiju.
Or yokai.
Yeah, everything is.
Yeah. At Kale Lopez writes, Varric is crazier than a sewer pipe elephant rat.
That was a very good quote. That was
Sewer
excellent.
pipe elephant rat.
Yeah.
I want someone to be in a deep rap battle and then say that. You're a sewer pipe elephant rat, and then the crowd goes wild.
We'll let the world famous DVG use that one.
I'm gonna throw this out into the universe. I think that Julie is undercover.
Oh yeah, we were talking
Yeah,
about that. We were like
we were
speculating that was probably
Because she
Can't
still is
tell,
in love with
though.
Varric. She wouldn't have put up with all that stuff for so long. She wasn't in love with him, and now that she's left, he finally realizes how important she is.
That's what I thought, but then after this episode, I thought
she's
maybe
either in
not.
See-
deep cover or she doesn't love him.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. When Suyin and her other two sons
Yes.
Yeah.
were infiltrating Kuvira's base, they thought she did her whole what's it called, Toph energy feeling
Yeah.
thing, which
Yeah,
was
which
incredible.
you
It
could
was
see with her feet.
really awesome to see.
Toph would have been able to feel that was a different person.
Yes, I was so thinking that.
Yeah.
But you can see that you can't see. They think it's Kuvira, but she's hiding her face, so you don't really know who it is until it's all revealed and it's all over and it's terrible. And it happens to be Julie. And she looked. I know it's just a cartoon, but she looked guilty when they came in. So I was like, oh, maybe she's undercover, but maybe she's not. Because
I thought that she
if you're
was under
guilty-
duress, like she'd been kidnapped. I thought her hands were bound.
No. That's on purpose. Like
Yeah.
she decided to betray Varric and go to Kuvira, and she
Right.
was like, "I now bow down to you." So
Yeah.
who knows? Julie,
I don't know,
stop!
but they're working on this dang spirit vine weapon, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be dangerous.
I mean, it kind of got exploded, but that couldn't
Yeah.
just be it.
they're gonna make they're gonna make another one.
Where they're gonna get spirit vines, we don't know. He has to go back to Republic City
But I think,
somehow.
And now he's
I remember
suspicious, so-
what we were talking about last episode was that how this season has been a lot like the original Star Wars movies.
Oh my God!
Oh, they
yes,
all look like
even more so.
Even more now, the dudes look like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And they're all lined up perfectly.
We got all the dudes are dressed like the freaking Darth Vader's underlings in the original
like,
movies.
Yeah.
And
The ones that
also
are
like officers.
Yeah.
also look like Nazis.
Yes.
And then we have Kuvira, who did a whole bunch of force chokey type things, as she also did to Korra in this episode.
Yes, she
Yeah.
did.
Which is really like Darth Vader, who is also a lot like Hitler,
Yeah.
which is a symbol of fascism. And we got some deep rooted symbolism going on here right
Can
now.
we talk about the reveal during the fight of Korra seeing her own face
Wow.
in Kuvira's face?
Yeah, that was not cool.
Now, the creators have talked a lot about how they wanted to have a villain that was a lot like Korra for season 4.
And she is.
And she is in many ways. They both ultimately, they started their journeys for the same reason, which was to bring balance to the world, to bring order, and who just honestly, if someone gets in their way, their idea is to fight.
Yeah, and uniting the nations doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like that's that's actually what the Avatar wants, for everybody to live in harmony,
Yeah.
in unison. So
But she's power
Forced
hungry.
harmony is different.
different, very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
That's true.
Live in harmony or work in a re-education camp. You want to go to camp, Will?
Re-education. I love that terminology.
I really like how adult this season is, because it's not like, oh, we got to fight a spirit monster. It's like, oh shit, this is actually things that happen. These are things that did happen.
It's almost like they knew they were going to
Yeah.
get pulled from television before they wrote it.
So they're like, well, shit.
It's so real because, when your mom gets kidnapped because she tried to assassinate somebody, and then you're like, "Oh, Mom, I don't want you to be kidnapped," and she's like, "You better run. I'll be fine, but she going to one of them camps."
I shouldn't have laughed at that part.
I also thought it was fun, the return of Sue's artistic son.
Yeah, me
and
too.
that little scene with
It sounded like he was
Milo.
voiced by the guy who, in the last season, the season before that, he voiced the spirit that is on the bridge, which is also the guy that voiced Haku in Spirited Away. It sounds like he's voiced by that
The
same
hipster
guy.
guy?
So
Yeah.
specific. I know who you're talking about. I just I didn't think about
I mean, he only said like 10 words.
Yeah.
I was like, it sounds like that guy.
And I like
Googled
I like that
it,
they
but I didn't.
I like that they dive into Milo's artistic abilities.
Oh, I love that. That was
yeah.
He's a
fantastic.
beautiful artist.
He really is.
Oh, I forgot
He
another
drew himself
episode
like a
he drew.
king.
When he drew Korra, it was
Korra.
really good.
Yeah.
He drew himself.
It was magnificent,
It
apparently.
was beautiful. Or it wasn't enough for them.
It wasn't enough for
Didn't
her
have enough
brother.
heart. I know what you
No.
look like on the outside. Show me what you look like on the inside.
It's beautiful.
What is
So much happened in this
But
episode.
what is
There's a lot
wrong
that
with
went on.
Korra? Why is she seeing herself in
made a
Kuvira, and
good
how's
point
that going to
about that.
stop?
Yeah, was it? No, it wasn't Opal. It was Janora that was like, "What's wrong with her?" She literally said, "What's wrong with her?"
more than just the physical poison.
It's-
She still has. Yeah, she's still hurt. You need to get over that.
Yeah.
She needs to let go of her earthly tethers.
Yeah, but what
and
is
into
she
the void,
seeing, though?
Empty. Become wind.
Why does she keep seeing that? Yeah, actually, that really is very strange because in the first time we see Korra's avatar state projection, we never know. It's never revealed what it is. We just think she's hallucinating. But then the dog, the
spirit
leaf
sees
spirit,
it.
the leaf spirit sees it too, and it barks at it, even though that uses it. He uses that moment as a reason to follow me,
But
Korra,
still-
this way.
but still
it still
sees it.
Yeah, it still saw it and it still got upset at it. So it exists. It's not a figment of her imagination. Something
You know
is.
who we need right now? Guru Patik.
This is a new name.
Oh, I thought
Like season 2.
yeah,
the
season
first
2.
show.
I was like, wait, was that the dead one?
Chakras. He would know exactly what to say. I think she needs to go on one of those spiritual journeys where she realizes
We don't have enough time though.
We only have
We don't have 3 seasons to do that.
They had 22 episodes to waste time on. We have 13.
Dang,
and
man.
that's it.
That's like 6 more.
Oh, I have a cool comment from.
Wow. 7 more episodes in the whole series.
And so then
Now,
it's
how
gone.
are they going to wrap it up?
And to be fair, it's really only 6 because the last episode is supposed to be a flash forward
Really?
of like 10 years.
oh no! Spoiler!
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
We already knew that.
I didn't.
We already knew.
I didn't.
I hate talking about anything. Sorry, it's a spoiler.
Why? How did you know that?
It was announced when they announced there was going to be a 3-year jump, and then they're like, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Here's a cool tweet that I found from Ellie at Broadway Darren's writes, can we talk about how Kuvira was about to slice Korra's head off before Janora and Opal stopped her?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
she
supposed to be a
reformed.
civil fight, and then she was like, well, let's just do a peaceful fight between me and the Avatar. No, you were going to slice her head off. And then I spit
Yum.
all over Reina because I was so...
That was supposed to be a
Mad.
peaceful discussion of a comment,
they-
and then you spit all over her.
They didn't
Send
say-
in the army.
She did. Peaceful wasn't the term she used. I forget what the word.
It was like
she used,
civil.
but it made it seem like she wasn't. No one was going to die in it.
Even though she was going
She
to
had
kill
some
her.
pretty
Yeah.
sharp metal.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how
true.
people don't die all the time in these types of fights. If I
You
ever
threw a
got
boulder?
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
style.
if you throw a boulder at me, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna crumble.
One thing though, when
I like that.
when Korra, so she was like, use whatever you need to use to win this battle. Go into the Avatar state, anything. I feel like she was baiting her to go into the Avatar state because she knew that Korra wouldn't be able to finish the job.
Well,
because Zahir. No, I'm just.
Well, what's crazy about when she did actually go into the Avatar state, she was definitely overpowered, which is great, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see Korra back in that, I wanted to say state, but that's Avatar state, so that would have been
that'd be
really
really-
But it's
redundant.
like prime fighting like physique. Like
Right.
she was ready to take her out.
But then when she's in the air, holding the boulder, ready to destroy Kuvira, Kuvira turns around and obviously Korra sees her, damaged self. And then Kuvira took advantage of that and therefore was able to, mold her up in that earth
She got out of that too. I had no idea. I thought that was something that you put a bender in and they can't get out of, but Korra did get out
Well,
of it.
she's
no,
an earthbender
earthbenders
too.
can get out of it.
Yeah, you can get out of it, so that makes sense. But I felt like that was really strange that Kuvira could think she could take on the Avatar in an Avatar state. Like, it's one thing to fight
Yeah.
Korra in a normal state, but
yeah, I don't know why she
her
even taunted
baiting-
that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what also is interesting? Korra didn't use water once in that whole fight. Which
wasn't
says-
There wasn't any around.
What? You
She
pull
can't-
out of the.
She's not in her
She-
water tribe
she
suit anymore.
could
She doesn't
pull
have the
it-
satchel.
That's true. But
okay.
she can pull it out of the air.
What if she
Yeah.
pulled over
That's
one of the
true.
soldiers and sucked out water from his body?
like
That's
use
what
the
I'm
blood
saying.
and it just
Like, yeah.
Kuvira's just like
She just stops.
Well, that's what I'm
Marionette
saying. It's
puppet.
like I feel like maybe there wasn't any. I feel like she
Scary.
could pull it out of the air. Part of me just thought she's not herself because she's not using everything that she could.
Waterbending being the main
which is
thing.
who she is.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
water-
Why
the only
even
one
be
she
civil
didn't have.
about like not using the Avatar stage? She's like, no, I'll use it as a last
resort. That was weird
no,
too. I agree.
she is threatening thousands of people, their lives and their
You
livelihood.
use it right away.
Yeah,
I
just
think that's
end it.
another lesson in balance that we have because before she was too violent.
Yeah.
And then in this season she hasn't been violent enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
She's trying to be better.
Right.
You know, she's striving to be more calm and more civil, but it's not. She's going too far.
It's true. Even Opal is more aggressive in this. She's like, just
like
do it. Just fight her. Just go. Even though I did think that contradicted her personality a little bit, especially because Janora even says, no, we took an oath. Oh, no. Korra says to her that they took an oath of nonviolence.
it was Janora said it.
Janora
I
said
thought
it?
Iki said it.
Iki said it to Janora.
Somebody
no,
said it.
Iki
It was
said
Janora.
Janora said it
All
to
these
Opal.
dang
Yeah.
kids, they're saying something.
So many kids and so many names.
No, Upi said it to Janora.
Opie.
Oopie. He's okay.
Realization sets in.
He went off to be with his Sky Bison
no.
brethren. No, buddy, we're almost all the way through the show.
We're almost done. We're
almost
almost done. What else happened?
I like how everyone's looking for Opie now. Thanks, guys. That is not Opie.
That is a
That's an elephant sewer rat.
that's a
pipe.
sewer pipe elephant rat.
Sewer pipe elephant rat. Ew.
Gross. What was the point?
Would you smash?
No. Ew.
Gross.
Gross.
Wait, where'd you go?
Cactuar. I want Cactuar.
We gotta hug him though. One
he's
I
so
liked a
spiky.
lot was man, I really want to see the junior, the son who betrayed. I want him to see him go down real bad.
He's a huge asshole.
You see, that's the thing. Like, there's always like a bad person, and that bad person's like second underling, and that person is always the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Because like at least the
Always.
main bad guy
Definitely.
is like doubting because they're the one making
Yeah.
all the decisions. So
Right.
they're almost like, or they're too clever. The other guy beneath him is always just like, fuck yeah, we're gonna fucking like,
Yeah.
do it. And like
Because he's stupid.
he's like,
But see,
teach me
that's-
how to make
that's
the
why
super
he
weapon.
needs
and
somebody
That's the
everything.
thing, though. She seduced him. He's addicted
Brainwashed.
to
The
that
Number
kid.
one
He's a tool.
lesson that
Yeah.
they're trying to teach us about the show is don't fall into Smash. Don't fall into it.
It just complicated everything. Think about when Mako and Korra got together. It just ruined everything.
Yeah, that was a
Relation-
clusterfuck.
Yeah.
The creators are both going through divorces, and that's why.
So women are evil? Is that what
Yes,
it's teaching?
men are evil too.
No, relationships
No,
are evil. I'm just really not going through divorces
Relationships
that I
are
know
evil.
Are
of.
women evil?
Yes.
Isn't it funny if you put his arms like that, it makes it look like he's posing?
And also, if you turn that one, it looks like a swastika.
What?
Josger Mobat says, I wouldn't say it was a bad episode. I just didn't like seeing Korra get trashed like that. I guess
didn't-
it was
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
was
like that
weak.
either. Yeah,
I
she
think
got
it's
flung
definitely
around.
necessary.
It is.
That's why just when she does eventually put Kuvira in a box, it's going to be that more relieving.
Okay, that's
It's
true.
It's that build up. It's
Yeah.
that build up.
She
I know-
needs time. She needs to figure out who she is again.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be humanizing, but she's not a human though.
It just realized
He's a
that- I
spirit
just-
mutant.
When
You're a
Kuvira
monster.
did start to get beat up a little bit, did you see how her hair? She got Azula hair. Do you
She
remember?
did!
Yeah, I liked it.
I just realized what it was. I was like, she looks like somebody right now. It's Azula.
Azula.
I liked it. I hope that she goes crazy, or the
just like
the son, or the fiance. Technically,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
want him to like go insane and like become some sort of spirit monster.
Spirit
Playing with that bomb. That bomb is gonna do something real
laser?
bad.
Oh,
yeah, the
wait.
laser.
The laser.
Now that we're back on that Varric laser thing, the one thing, I mean the bomb, whatever. The one thing I didn't
gonna be a laser.
understand, yeah, is he was ready to die. He was truly ready to die. Why did he want to dislodge the train from the other ones? Why not kill as many people as possible in that one explosion?
Prisoners. There's prisoners.
Oh, and he has a conscience?
Didn't want
He has a
And
conscience.
that the whole thing is about having a conscience because he wanted to detonate the spirit vine, and like he's the only one who really he
Knows how
thinks
to-
knows anything about it. So
Right.
he's like, okay, I'll destroy all of it, so like no one can use it. And like that's super noble.
Very
yeah.
noble. You're right.
Yeah. So I liked Varric a lot in this, and I wonder what they're gonna use it for.
I realized that I'm like a
To
crazy
kill
person
people.
because I was
They're
like,
gonna
I
try
would
to
just kill
conquer
them
the planet.
all. Like,
Earth
why? I'm ready to
Empire.
die.
Make the whole world the Earth Empire.
Yeah. Like
We
the
still
Fire
have to meet.
Nation.
We still have to meet Lord Zuko's daughters leading the Fire Nation. I'm just saying, it's the Fire Nation all over again. But now they're armed with technology.
It's way worse.
It's way
Metal
worse this time.
Everything's metal.
Yeah.
Everything in this modern
Everything in this
Yeah.
modern world is metal.
I don't
worse.
need it, but I really did want to see Zuko do some seriously cool firebending. But I don't need it.
You don't need
He
it?
did
What
a
about
little.
Topanga?
I saw Toph do some earthbending. I think I'm good. I think I've had enough. As much as I do want more, I've had enough from the old
Because
series.
it's not their. It's not their show.
It's not their show. I mean, I would
Yeah.
love for more, but
Dude,
I think I've gotten enough.
Final
Good
battle
point.
though. Final battle is gonna have everybody's
Like
gonna
everyone versus
everyone's
everyone?
gonna come
I'd be
out.
okay with that.
Zahir's gonna be alive. It's just gonna be.
But then what would they do for the movie?
They're not
The
gonna
movie.
make. Please no movie.
4 seasons in a
Please,
movie.
please don't make a movie.
Well, not M. Night
Why not?
Shyamalan.
Because man,
Someone
did
else.
you see Airbender?
It'll be directed by.
I mean, an animated movie.
Oh, I'll see an anime.
Yeah, animated
Okay,
movie.
yeah.
Studio Mirror, count on you.
Cool. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching the TV show on Legend of Korra here on SourceFedNERD. As always, you can tweet us your thoughts Fridays after you watch the show on Nickelodeon.com at #TVshowSHOW. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Sam Basher.
I'm Reina Scully.
A monkeyazzo.
Check out the drawing board real quick. The drawing board's taking the world by storm. That's a quote from Philip DeFranco. Phil, you want to comment on that?
Watch this
Show.
Do it. Just do it with a room full of people that want to watch this. It's such a good experience.
All right.